and welcome to another Mad Hatter Reviews. Today we're taking a look at the Sentinel with a box so giant that I can't even get it all in frame. All right, it's crotch, you get some chest, and you get the big X-Men 97. Here's what the box looks like. Sentinel with, I think, everything that he comes with. Okay, here is the beautiful art. Right here, it's X-Men 97. You got Beast and Bishop and Storm and the whole gang. Okay, well, maybe not the whole gang, but many of the gang. And then you get some art right here, and then you get this image of the X-Men fighting this Sentinel, and then you get just like some cross sell on what you get in the X-Men 97 line. Okay, this is very, very popular. Okay, it's a popular figure. Sentinel that, at least on the face, isn't that bad a price. I think it was like $175, okay? The Sentinel that you get prior to this, well, there's been a lot of Sentinels that came out, but the big boy was that HasLab Sentinel, which I've heard has legs that are a little shaky. Okay, it's a very, very detailed Sentinel. This is supposed to be a much simpler Sentinel, and he looks simple, and it might be all you need. Now it's X-Men 97, but I have a feeling this could go with Mafex. It could probably go with a lot of other stuff. What is it about a Sentinel? Okay, should we get philosophical here? It's actually, it's genius. It's an army. So it's technically an army builder, okay? I know people, dude, I know a guy that got 10 of these, okay? 10 at 175, and they upped the price, by the way. So it sold out in that first run, and then everybody was like, yeah, they're gonna bring it back, and indeed they brought it back, but they brought it back for more expensive. I think it's like $215 or $230 now. So if you want a Sentinel, you could still get it. But you will pay not that much more than what it cost before, but it is a increase in price. And, you know, we're getting to the end of the year. I wanted to go big. All right. And I too bought this baby. I only got the one, but who knows? Maybe I get this. And the army building something this big is wild. But people love that. This proves that people love scale. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you know, you have the Sentinels, and they're always so big and towering. People love doing this, okay? Every X-Men display, almost every X-Men display, has something like this, where it's like the Sentinel, and he's fighting all the X-Men, and they're jumping on it's like such an iconic thing. They do statues this way as well. Why are we analyzing this? I don't know. It's not. It's late. And late at night, I get very analytical, okay? So let's open this up. Let's see. I'll do a quick one here because I think everything that has been said about this thing has already been said. So let's just take a look, and I'll give you my thoughts and see if it's worth the $175 or $200 to your door, probably. So, yeah, I'll see ya there. All right, check it out. Boom. This Sentinel is pretty damn amazing. You like that shot, guys? Guys. Wow. It's incredible toy. Okay. Wow. They made this Sentinel. And it's like, it looks so simple, but it's so much fun. It's like just a lot of fun to pose, and you know, it's got that presence, and it's not just because it's like a big figure. It's there's like a real Jack Kirby sort of influence to this. You know, like I thought at first it's like maybe like that simple style is like too simple, you know, but like something that just works about like a real simple figure just done right. It's got the fingers. Usually I'm not nuts about like the hand that has the fingers where all the digits are posable, but like, I mean, you can get into like a proper fist. It's got a plate in there. The legs are still a little more weak than I would expect. Okay. You know, there is a ratchet in there, but I don't know. It's you still feel like you have to situate it just so, because, you know, they might get a little wobbly. But this is every action figure collector that dabbles in X-Men at any scale should get this. You know, it's just such an iconic. Sentinels are so iconic and like it's a great job. By the way, it's like an effect that you can put in. It comes with like a few of these effects. Let me actually go through them real quick. It has like a broken faceplate. Kind of saw that in the box. Broken helmet right there. You can put this piece in there in the chest, and then he's got like sort of a longer beam. This piece comes off. Comes with another one. This is a really soft plastic. Just beam effects and yeah, just some more. Either beam effects or like smash effects that you can, I mean, they seem like they all fit around, yeah, around that beam, but that's all he comes with, you know what I mean? So you can have him in this look, you can have him in like a damaged look. I mean, what else do you need? I know that HasLab Sentinel, I don't own it, but I know it came with like a lot of shit. I think one of the things was like a Sentinel Prime head, which that could be cool. I guess if you had that, you pair that up and it makes it kind of like a different sort of Sentinel. But I mean, it's awesome. It's a great fun toy. All right, and scales with everything. The Fig Arts, Cyclops, and Marvel Legends Wolverine and Psylocke. I mean, you know what you're getting. This is wow, what a great. It's Marvel Legends. When they hit, they hit. All right, say what you want about them. They're the big boys, so everybody takes a shot at them. But when they hit, they're undeniable. And I have to imagine people have been saying that they might want light up eyes in there. It seems like it is a perfect opportunity to do that, although they don't have that. I guess, I don't know, can you rig that? Can you pop off the head and do it? I have no idea. I'm not going to do it. But the neck, by the way, is very tight, and as a result, scratches when you move it. Okay, I had heard that can happen, and indeed, it happened to John, happened to some other people I know, and yeah. So be aware. By moving the head, you will instantly turn it into a battle damaged Sentinel, but it's not that obvious, you know what I mean? Like it's I had to look for it, you know what I mean? But I also don't analyze I don't analyze my shit that hard. But oh my god, so much fun. There's a lot of posability that you get with this guy. You know, you get a torso there, and basically just kind of like moves at the waist. I'm going out of order here, but you get the head looks down properly. You're gonna need that. It looks up. Swivel to the side, and yeah, just careful on the scratches. I don't know if there's any way to help that, but there's a bicep swivel. You got the shoulders. Everything is all ratchety here, okay? And then elbows go that much, okay? And the fingers look great. All right, these are actually I like these a lot more than the Giant Man. Okay, I think the Giant Man, the fingers, the Giant Man, they looked a little wonky in spots. Maybe because the Giant Man is this is more of like it's a human figure. This is like a robot, so this lends itself more to fingers like this. But they look real solid. And then you got the hinge right there, which gives you the nice like zap effect, and it's very nice. It's so big, okay, but it's the plastic is very malleable. You know what I mean? Like you don't feel like just the way he can like twist this way. There's a thigh cut right there, giant thigh cut, and there is a ratchet, and you can move the knee like that much, and then you get the little does it have like an ankle? Oh my god, this is like a handling a baby. Yeah, it's like, does it go, you don't get that much out of the ankle, you know what I mean? Like it's like moves down and then moves up, and then there is a rock. So yeah, and then Sentinel's ass right there, okay. And I'm assuming you can like maybe put like if you want, you can, you know what you're doing with all the stuff. Yeah, this is a damn fine toy. Okay, I feel like it's the size of a building. I feel like remember Tom Hanks in Big, where he's like, "Why would anybody want a building?" Ironically, I think I wanted that building when I saw that movie. I was like, that's pretty cool. Transformer that turns into a building. Maybe I was the only kid that wanted that. Was there anybody else? I have no idea. But yeah, this is a fun. You feel like a kid when you're playing with this because relative to your size, it's a big toy. So you kind of feel like back in the day where every toy felt big. You see how this leg wants to do the Watusi right there. That's what I'm talking about. Like I think this thigh cut is you see, look, it's a little loose. It's a little loose for something this big. So I don't know if there's a fix for that. Just these big figures seem to be cursed with just the legs. You know what I mean? Like if I was working on a big figure, I would say all attention to the legs. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And then you got Wolverine just jumps on him like this, barrage, and then this is playing with your toys. Okay, wow, it's great. It's actually. I would say its biggest drawback is the looseness of the legs. You got to be very, very careful. If you stand them straight up, it's fine. But once you start crouching them down, at least on mine, I don't know. Maybe results may vary, but just be careful. You can also hold. If you do this right, yeah, you can hold a figure in a hand. Yeah, you get it. You get the whole thing. Very impressive. Very impressive. Congratulations, Marvel Legends team. You made a really awesome Sentinel. It's very simple, but it works, and that's what it's all about. The I'm forever in middle school. I can't help it. Okay, it's Arrested Development. But yes, this Sentinel's great. If you want one, you can get one. I'll put them in the link below. And I don't know if it's going to sell out. It's more expensive than it used to be, but it did sell out at one point. All right, and there is no X-Men display if you don't have a Sentinel. All right, it might not be this one. Maybe it's a different Sentinel, but you need one. Okay, I really wish they would make the. I really wish they would make the Sentinel from the Marvel vs. Capcom games. That very specific Sentinel. They were also not that big. If you remember, they're kind of, I don't know, they're like 12 feet tall. In comparison to something like this, like size of a building, they're not that large. But I love this. Okay, I think it's very, very impressive. Simple but impressive toy. And then where do you go from here? I'm trying to think, like, what are the other giant figures that they can do? I don't know. People keep saying like Fin Fang Foom, might be one, like a HasLab or something like that. Well, this isn't a HasLab, but yeah. So that's all. You can get this, at the Hasbro site. You won't get it at stores. I was actually going to, as a joke, take the box to Ross and be like, I found a Sentinel for clearance. But last time I got a bunch of comments about that, about people thinking that, because I did that with Giant Man, and then a bunch of people thought that you could really get Giant Man at Ross. So probably won't do that for a while. But yeah, that is all. Sentinel is awesome. So this Sentinel is a success, and I'm very, very happy with it. And yeah, that's all she wrote. So closing out the year with a wonderful toy. There were a lot of bangers at the end of the year. Although those Transformer Motu figures were kind of the crossover ones were not that great. But this one is a lot of fun. Sentinel, yeah, get them. Comment, subscribe, drop me a like. See you next time. Bye-bye.